I'm not saying it a third time. Hello and welcome to Geek Devotions, the show from devoted geeks who are devoted to letting you know that you are loved. If you don't watch past this point, know that you are loved and you are cared for. There is a plan and a purpose for your life. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this out to someone you think would need to hear this, want to hear this, enjoy this video, and all the things. Now today's devotion is going to spoil a little bit of Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. So be forewarned, if you haven't seen the movie or you are avoiding spoilers, come back when you're done. In the movie, we meet up again with Lydia, Winona Ryder's character from the first Beetlejuice movie. And you are introduced to her daughter, Astrid, played by Jenna Ortega. Throughout the movie, you see that Lydia and Astrid both have some hurts, some vulnerabilities that they have allowed people to use to manipulate them. Manipulating these women to do things that they maybe would not have chosen to do, but they're doing it because they know what buttons to hit. In Proverbs, it says this: guard your heart above all else, for it determines the course of your life. Now, in the context of this proverb, it is talking about guarding your heart by what you put in it, by words of wisdom, by listening to the other proverbs so that you know what comes into your mouth. But we can also take it to mean that we should be mindful of who we're letting speak into our lives, but also who we're telling things. Lydia had a relationship with a man who was using her to get money, and she found him at a time when she was her lowest, and she shared some things and was not on guard. Now, this makes this man a terrible person, but it also is a good example of be mindful of who you're talking to, of who you're allowing to speak into your life, because they may not have the best intentions, or they may not have the best wisdom. Astrid shared something with Jeremy. His name was Jeremy. Shared something with Jeremy, and he later used that to convince her to do what he wanted to do because he had that bit of information. Now, this information was not necessarily something that anyone would think about going, oh, well, I should guard that. But when you share things, you need to be mindful of who it is that you're talking to and how well you know them. And so this verse applies to many different things because, yes, we need to store wisdom in our heart, and we need to store good wisdom in our heart and not the negativity and things that are not wise. But also we need to be mindful of who we're allowing to speak into our heart. Is it somebody who is a believer who has your best interest at heart? Or is it somebody who maybe they're a believer, but maybe they don't have the best agenda, or maybe they're pretending, or you don't know. Any number of things can happen. The ultimate thing is, though, we need to be mindful of what's going on around us and who we're talking to when we are in times of hurt and vulnerability. It's good to be vulnerable with people because that's how we get community. But we also have to guard our hearts. Okay, guys, that was your devotion for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out all of the stuff. We have so many podcasts that have come out recently that are for you. We have a lot of content that's happened, and you can find all of that at geekdevotions.com. Also, I'd like to give a big shout out to our friends who are our patrons for as little as $1 a month. They support us and help us do all the amazing things that we do, and we appreciate them so much. Now, if you don't have the funds to be a patron, you can support us simply by sharing this video, watching all the way through, liking, commenting, answering the question of the week. Because it's now time for the question of the week. Question of the week is this: what's your favorite Michael Keaton movie? Honestly, I know that Dallas's is Batman, but I think that mine are the Beetlejuice movies because they're so fun. They're funny. They have that humor that plays on words and some slapstick, and it's a funny movie. Michael Keaton had a lot of fun playing Beetlejuice in this movie, and I think he had a lot of fun playing Beetlejuice in the last movie, and you can tell. So that's my answer. But what is yours? Okay, guys, with all that being said, stay devoted, peace, and love.